And we're live. Marketing Mandems, episode 11.
What's going on, everybody?
Hi.
Hey.
You guys, all right, so we prepared some businesses to talk about today for you guys. So we're gonna start with Ryan. You can start with one of your businesses that you prepared to talk about.
Okay. So have you guys ever heard of Spin Master?
Like the toy company?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay. So you haven't heard of it?
Nope.
Okay. I was hoping both of you hadn't, but that's fine. So
Talk
it
to
is
me.
a Canadian company, started in 1994 by three guys, Anton, Ronan, and later by this guy named Ben. So they graduated from Western, started this company, put all their savings towards it, $10K on their credit cards to launch this thing. And they started off by selling these nylon sacks filled with sawdust that they sprinkled grass seed on, which grew up to look like hair.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I've
And in
seen
the-
those things.
In the first 6 months, they sold $1.5 million worth in sales
Wow.
from these
Oh my
right out of
God.
school. Like these little nylon sacks with sawdust and just grass seed on it.
They
How
got,
did
like,
they
a
sell
face
'em?
on it?
They sold it. Yeah, it was like a little face, like a little
Yeah,
kid's
makes
toy type of thing, and it was like grow. I don't know if it was like you plant the grass seed yourself or whatever and
This is
grow
the
your own
90s,
hair.
you said?
Yeah, 1994.
So they got distribution like right away in like Walmart and shit like that?
I don't know where they distribute. Oh, it was Kmart actually that bought
Oh, a bunch of them.
Yeah, they bought a bunch of these. So what happened after that was they're now one of the world's largest children's entertainment companies in the world. So not just toys. So they started out mainly just toys.
Spin
Now-
Master.
Spin Master. Now they're toy.
Okay.
You'll know of it once I
Name
tell
change.
you. I tell you something.
Okay, I got you.
So they're in toys, entertainment, digital games, but they started out in toys. So even some of the stuff that we were really familiar with as kids, like Mighty Beans. You guys remember Mighty Beans?
Mighty
Hell
Beans.
yeah.
I fucking loved Mighty Beans. Even the little RC cars that could climb the walls.
Okay. Yeah.
The
And
like
flip over? Is that the... Is that
they
what
were
you're
just
talking
like you put them on the walls and they just climb the walls.
about? I don't know.
You never had that?
No, I was too busy with Mighty Beans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
At least you had Mighty Beans. Something okay, so they were involved in a lot of toys. They did a lot of the toy creations for a lot of these companies that did their own TV shows. Like they even did the toys for Monsters Inc. and How to Train Your Dragon, all that kind of stuff, but they never owned the whole piece of the pie. So they wanted to create something that they had the whole IP for, so that they could, create the show, create the toys and everything for. So in August 2013, they collaborated with Nickelodeon and launched what is now children's crack, which is Paw Patrol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Paw Patrol, you've definitely heard of. You have
Yeah,
three
I-
daughters,
Yeah,
which is why I wanted to get
live
into
and
a
breathe
first
Paw Patrol.
first question is how much Paw Patrol shit have you bought for your? Well, are they interested in Paw Patrol, and if so, how much shit have you bought?
Oh, they really... I know there's a movie coming out. That's how interested in...
September 29th, Paw Patrol. I only because I
didn't
did
know
my
the
research.
date.
I've never seen an episode of Paw Patrol. I've just done some research.
No, it's
The
ridiculous.
second
And
movie,
you go
actually.
into the toy store and it's like usually they have shows like unless it's Barbie or something, but usually they have like you go into a row and then there's like a section of the row for each show. Paw Patrol is like 2 fucking rows.
Has its own aisle,
'Cause
eh?
They just
Yeah.
can't stop making toys of this shit,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and I
That's
can't stop
fucking-
buying it.
That's wild, man. Holy shit.
What's mind blowing
Good
is
for them.
how many segments of things that they can get into. Like they have bed sheets and toothpaste and toothbrushes and backpacks.
Kids use a lot of shit.
and cereal, like everything that you can possibly imagine. Once you own that IP, you can just put it on everything, and kids
Yeah.
will just
Endlessly like
Yeah.
guilt their parents into buying it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing with kids. If they have toothpaste, they can't just be happy with like white toothpaste. The cover's got to be something they love.
Yeah, it's got to be Paw Patrol
Yeah.
toothpaste.
It's like that in Japan, but with everybody. But yeah,
Wow.
with kids.
Even
Just adults in Japan just buying fucking
Yeah.
Naruto toothpaste.
Yeah, fucking
That's funny. Another thing they created that they were really popular for was Bakugan, which I was
Oh,
Oh, no
yo,
shit.
Bakugan.
yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Where you roll it and the magnet goes.
And then it would just unfold. Yeah, this
Yeah.
like origami
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
creature thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was one of their first big things.
Wow.
Bakugan.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, those were huge.
But yeah, since
Yeah.
they've just been raping with Paw Patrol.
Whoa.
It's word choice. Word choice.
Yeah.
Oh man, they don't have to do anything ever again. Paw
No.
Patrol's huge.
I think it created it was $8 billion from up until 2013. So when they launched in 2013 to 2020, they in just retail sales, $8 billion just from Paw Patrol.
Dear God, that's fucking insane.
and it's
Wild.
not slowing down.
No.
No. Paw
Like
Patrol
you said,
forever.
a movie's just coming out. Second
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
That's
They have theme parks.
I've
They have
seen
everything.
the first movie at least 8 times.
holy fuck.
Wow.
Fuck me.
That's fucking crazy.
Shout out to Liberty.
What's Liberty?
That's one of the dogs.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
I had no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so I got a crazy company for you guys. So, this guy, 2009, was working in a marketing agency, and goes to watch the Warp Tour, which I guess is like more of like a heavy metal tour. So he goes backstage, and he sees all these rock stars, and they have like Monster Energy, or like Red Bulls, and they're pouring out the energy drink, and they're pouring water in there. So to like meet their maybe sponsorship kind of deal, they were pouring water because they're like, we don't actually want to drink a Monster while we're sweating our balls off playing the drums. We just want to drink water. So then this guy has this idea to start a company called Megadeth, which is a canned water company. So the idea was like, water marketing sucks. So what if we marketed water like an energy drink? So it's like in these tall boy cans. The graphics are crazy. So he tries to go on Indiegogo and raises $0 in a Kickstarter, like pretty much a Kickstarter campaign. And so he's like, okay. So then he makes a video that is like super simplistic, has the can almost like shittily CGI'd in. That goes viral, gets 4.5 million views.
First video.
At this point, he doesn't even have the product.
What year was this?
This is now like, we're now in like 2013, 14, I believe.
Okay.
Liquid Death?
Liquid Death.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then the video goes viral, so he starts getting requests from 7-Eleven and like Target, all these places to like carry the product.
Before he has a product.
He doesn't even have the product yet.
Wow.
So then he uses the leverage of like pre-sale contracts from 7-Eleven and shit to raise 1.6 million in funding, and then he goes and gets the product actually manufactured. So he like negotiates, gets the product manufactured for like, I think it was between 150,000 and 250,000 they suggested, like in his first kind of sale, like our first purchase of canned water. And now the company's valued at $700 million.
Holy shit.
Christ.
It's still around?
Oh yeah, it's huge. In the States, it's huge. Like I went to my cousin's house in Buffalo like not too long ago, maybe like a couple months ago in the summer, and he handed me one right away. Like he was like, yeah, it's water, but it looks like blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
see it advertised as a sponsor on podcasts.
Yeah,
Quite a
yeah,
bit.
it's pretty cool.
It's not in Canada, though. It must not be.
Not yet. No,
Okay. Because, yeah, I've never seen it before. Never
Not
Yeah.
in person, no.
I mean
Either.
it's just it's literally just water. Like it's fine water, but it's literally just water. And his whole thing was, his background was in advertising, and he had actually failed earlier. He had started a brandy brand that he wanted to do in the States, and it like completely didn't work. He wanted to do like this California brandy brand that he worked on. That didn't work, and so this was kind of his second kick at the can. He had like massive success with this, but he talked to investors as well before the viral video, and like people thought he was fucking crazy. They're like, bro, you're gonna go start a water brand? Like,
Called Liquid Death.
yeah. And he was like, they were just sitting there like, bro, like Coca-Cola, like all these companies, like that's all they do is make like beverage brands. Like you're gonna go compete against them, and you don't have no distribution, like no nothing. So, but his whole thing was like that water marketing just sucked, and he could make it cooler. That was the whole thing.
He was different enough where he carved out a niche for it. Like, if he was trying being just a regular other water brand, like he never would have
It's
gone
a totally
anywhere.
different battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not the same speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and like the whole thing was like he It was a complete marketing and branding play. Like there was nothing was talking about like, oh, this
The
water
quality
is
of
like,
water.
yeah, exactly. It's from the fucking Alps. Like nothing. It was just like Megadeth.
Yeah.
Liquid Death. Sorry, not Megadeth. Liquid Death. Water. And that's it. So yeah,
Kills
that
your thirst.
company's value is at like $700 million right now. It's fucking
Has
crazy.
he sold?
No, I don't think so. At least like not from the research I did. There was no like acquisition
Nice.
talk. So he's still rocking.
And it's one sole owner.
Yeah, he raised money obviously, so he doesn't own the whole thing anymore. But he probably owns I assume he owns like a large percentage of it. I'm assuming it's like
he must have been in a sprint to fucking meet those manufacturing needs.
yeah, exactly.
Just like 7-Eleven and shit asking you to get some.
Yeah, well, that's what he
He
did,
has a
and then he
product.
took all those POs to go raise money, and then had the money to put in the first order. Like he kind of did it all pretty logically. And the video that he made, it only cost him like I think he's like $2,000 to make the initial hype video,
Nice.
and that video just went fucking completely berserk. Everyone wanted fucking Liquid Death.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I dug in. I was like, this is a great fucking story, and honestly, a pretty crazy business. Also, just goes to show everyone like listening that you don't always need to reinvent the wheel. There's a lot of money to be made taking something that already exists and just kind of reimagining it. And the founder, he actually had said he gained a lot of inspiration from Richard Branson, who took a lot of like boring old industries and just said like, oh, airlines suck. No one wants to be on airlines. We should start an airline and make it fun. And that was kind of like, he took a lot of inspiration from him of just being like, what industry sucks that I can just make it way more fun and carve out a niche all my own just by doing that. Yeah.
Really cool.
All right. Anybody else got it? Who else got another one?
I came unprepared.
I got so deep into a Paw Patrol rabbit hole today. So that,
You were heavy on Paw Patrol, okay?
I was too heavy on
watching
Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
You were watching Paw Patrol. He was
that's right.
researching Paw Patrol. Okay, I got another one. This is all ties into a singular theme of like taking something very simple and just reimagining it, making it cool in today's day and age. So Egg Slut. This is a chain of egg restaurants. They're international. They started as a food truck in California. So the chef who had a bunch of history working in fine dining, he came in and he made this egg sandwich that included like this egg and this almost like mashed potato puree, some chives, like made this like real on a brioche. Like, it was this delicious like morning sandwich. And he started, and within like 2 months of him doing the food truck, there was like 45-minute long lines for his egg sandwiches. And so he then ran the food truck for 2 full years until he opened up like a brick and mortar spot. And it was always called Egg Slut. So they have like a variety of different egg sandwiches. They're extremely like gooey. The packaging's perfect. It's like this half kind of paper box, so like the sandwich sits in, and like the egg like oozes out, you know, all that like nice egg porn. And then he opened up in Vegas, LA. Now he's in like a whole bunch of places in the States, like mainly major cities. He doesn't really like, it doesn't look like there's a lot of like small town venues. It's like major cities, and then he's international in London, Hong Kong, where else? I think like, I don't know, like Tokyo, like whole bunch of major markets he has like an Egg Slut in. And so once again, this is just like something where this guy took a product, like everyone was making egg sandwiches. He didn't like reinvent the wheel. He just executed something really well and made it cool. He gave it like a cool factor, which I think like anyone could do that. You can make a product cool. Like he made a really, like the product was great from what I understand, but then like the way it looked on Instagram and shit, it was like that gotta have it kind of vibe.
So he marketed it very well too.
Yeah,
Obviously.
just like all the photography and everything on social just suggest. But I also think the product itself was inherently shareable, and the name Egg Slut, like it was like fun, it was hip. It wasn't the fucking Egg McMuffin, right? It was.
Yeah.
I'm going to Egg Slut. Like I'm hungover as shit. I need to go to Egg Slut. It was fun. It was different. I mean, like I said, obviously the product itself was very high quality, but everything around it lended itself to shareability, braggability, right? This kind of idea of like, yeah, I'm going to Egg Slut.
Yeah.
So do they offer full breakfasts and stuff when you go in there now, or is it just these takeout sandwiches? Or
It's just
do they
sandwiches.
And
yes.
do they have a bunch of different varieties of stuff, or offer? Or
From
is it
from what I can understand, they had like a relatively small menu of like maybe like 6 to 7 different options.
Okay.
They include like some of them you can get like sausage and I think bacon and shit, right? And there's like kind of some different variations on them.
Right.
But it's like it's very heavily like egg focused and relatively simple.
Which is probably a good thing. They stuck to that like Chick-fil-A model, just stick to chicken, or Five Guys, just stick to what you're good at and offer some variations. But
yeah, there wasn't like a lot of like complication to what they were doing. So
you ever been to one?
I've not been to an egg slot. No, there's none near us, but
No Toronto egg slots?
no, not yet, but it could be a thing. And that was the other thing. It was like very hard to, I was trying to dig in and see if it was like franchised. I think it looks like the ones in the United States he might own. Maybe he has, I'm sure he has investors, but like they own them privately. But then it looks like the international ones were like franchised out, where someone wanted to open up an egg slot in Hong Kong. Yeah. So it looks like that's how that kind of went down. And then the other business was the Humble Crumble, which is a 1-unit location in London that's extremely big on social right now, which is once again, guys, the product is extremely shareable. Go look up Humble Crumble right now. It is a fucking crumble bar. So you pick like your fruit, you pick your crumble on top, and then they top it with like custard or whipped marshmallow, and then there's a whole bunch of other toppings, and it's kind of like this build your own crumble bowl. And this company has one location at the time. So I went on Company House. So they're doing well over £1 million a year in revenue. And their bottom line is like, their net bottom line is like 20%. Like they're doing almost £200,000 in net profits from one store. And that's like after paying everybody. Obviously, like Company's House, you don't have like all the data, but their filing showed me, that the net profits were almost like £200,000. They're doing well north of $1 million plus in top line revenue. So
when did these guys start? Since they only have one.
Yeah, like 2020.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, they're like brand new. So not even like they're like a couple years old now. I think they're working on a second store right now. I saw online, but
they got followers. That's the gameplay.
Yeah, the lines are massive, like, and it's a very like simple, streamlined concept. But once again, like insane shareability, destroys on social. Like I think a lot of businesses, if you take social seriously and make it very shareable, and the product has to be good, because obviously otherwise people are going to show up, have it once, and then be like, okay, this was just like a kind of a gimmick. But if you can combine a really good product with a little bit of the gimmicky bullshit, totally works.
Mm-hmm.
People love posting shit on social, and then everyone's got to go. It's social proof. It's all of those things kind of baked into one. So the theme with my businesses today was this idea that you can take something very simple and make it cool by executing, number one, a really good product, and by just manufacturing something that's shareable and cool online that people want to tell other people about. Because Egg Slut didn't invent the fucking egg sandwich. Humble Crumble did not invent the fucking crumble. They just made it really fucking cool. And that's the takeaway. And then the fucking canned water thing is insane.
Yeah.
It's canned fucking water.
Mm-hmm.
$700 million canned fucking water. It's insane.
Selling something that's free,
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's canned fucking water. It's expensive too. Like it's more expensive than fucking normal water. Like you can get some Nestle Pure Life bullshit, or you can get fucking Liquid Death, and everyone wants a Liquid Death. $700 million.
Incredible.
It's amazing. It literally goes to show you.
What this looks like.
It's a great example of the power of branding, and why if you're not building a brand, you're a fucking idiot.
Liquid Death Drink Company. It looks like a beer.
Yeah. Bro, it's sick. I've also heard that people who are alcoholics sometimes start buying it. Because it's like cracking a beer, but they're drinking water now.
So I've heard that social element where you can bring it out. You kind of look like you're being social with it, maybe.
Yeah.
That non-alcoholic beer feel, I guess. But when you drink it, it's gonna taste like water. It doesn't taste like, at least non-alcoholic beer. If you like the taste of beer or wine, still tastes like that. But
Yeah, I've just heard it's
Maybe
good
it's
for
just-
like the people that just like cracking cans open. I don't know. It's weird. I
it's just
don't.
the sensation of the
tab.
yeah. Just get off to that. Just,
I guess so. Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people, fuck it, whatever you got to do to quit drinking alcohol. I guess, but
Yeah. That's why I like my La Croix.
that's it.
wow.
That's all I do. For
La,
I
La
just
Croix.
leave them open around the house
Just-
full.
Just cracking them open, walking around the house.
Walk around to hear the noise.
Yeah, I go through cases, man.
It's quite the fetish.
Jesus. I do want to take 2 seconds here just to drink in the fact that we fucking fluffed the Threads predictions terribly.
Oh yeah.
It's already irrelevant. No one
Yeah.
fucking cares about it.
Which is so funny because actually I just recently watched Snapchat's rise when they came to be, and when Zuck tried to make a competitor. I can't even remember what the name was.
Yeah, and it flopped.
And it's almost like if I watched that before seeing Threads, I would have been like, can
This is
kind
gonna
of see the
fail.
same thing. Zuck just sees something and tries to copy it, but the whole user base is already on one thing and they like it because it's separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing of why Facebook's Threads or whatever they try to compete with Snapchat. That's why that failed.
That's the thing too. He had an opportunity because everybody, like, well, not everybody, the woke side hated Musk so much.
Yeah.
They were just like, give us something just a little better, and I'll take it. But apparently not.
Yeah, no, it's already like I feel like it's already irrelevant. Like I
Haven't
made
heard
it-
a single thing.
I made a real conscious effort to try to post on it, and now I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure only Gary V threads now.
Gary will never stop threading.
Gary V's on every
All
fucking
platforms.
social
Yeah.
media platform ever.
Yeah.
Fucking Gary, bro.
Anywhere where consumers or anybody exists,
Yeah.
Gary's gonna
Yeah.
post
There's
on.
still eyes.
Yeah.
5 people.
Bro, Gary's
Roger
still on
that.
MySpace, bro. 100%.
Probably.
Him and Tom. John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my god.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh man.
All right. Yeah. That's
That's good.
Yeah, that's the pod, guys. That's the pod.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Check back soon for our next episode. Nathan will come prepared with multiple companies to talk about.
Comment if you like my company I brought up.
Yeah, I'll look into more things besides Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol, baby. Okay, guys.
See ya.
Paw Patrol will be there on the double.